All right. So here's what we're building. Here's what we're building towards, and here's why you guys are on this call with Leadership Academies, because we are building a division and we are building a just a really cool opportunity for young people. As you can see here, we're at 1.1 million as a division. We need to do about 400 grand in the last couple of months here to hit our goal of 1.5 mil as we're building in 2020. You can see there we have a lot of district executive positions open. We have CSP and CGC positions open. We have branch manager positions open. We have a lot of assistant manager positions open. So again, Leadership Academy is where we pick our people from. And we want to keep building as we build up in 2021, as we unite. We get to 10 offices. They're kind of working out of hubs. So we want, even though the job is virtual now, we want to have hubs that our people are working out of in the pursuit of 2 mil this coming year, and then building from there to the pursuit of 10 mil, where we become competitive, where we are the smallest division. We're one of the newest divisions in the company. So we want to get on the competitive playing field. So here's what we're building towards. Here's the organization. There's 97 leadership positions. So most of you have seen this. Some of you have not. But you can see here, the pilot office on the top is the main. It's a pilot of the plane. It's the rudder of the ship. It's the leader, and that's where the pilot office is going is directing the rest of the division, which is why it's so important that we stack that office as it's the leader of the division. On the left-hand side, you can see we have a lot of Cutco sales professionals positions open, which we want them making 6 figures a year. We have at the bottom district executives, at the sales manager and multiple assistants there. District executives we want making 6 figures a year as well. Then branches, the signature opportunity on the right that I want to talk about. In our division, you can see there we want around 8 district executives. We want to build towards 10 plus branches a year, and branches going out with assistants as well, which is pretty cool. So being a branch is the signature opportunity in Vector, especially as a student. As you're doing Cutco through college, it's cool to be able to see your opportunities, and don't let the arrows confuse you. It's not like all this comes to the pilot office. This is just like the whole division and the Northwoods in general. So branch manager, what is this? It is the signature opportunity for a student. And here's why. Well, you work virtually or from a hub. There are not a lot of options out there for students that you can work virtually or be in a cool co-working space. So ideally, for example, in Appleton, everyone within an hour of Appleton is going to be able to work out of our local Fox Valley office and have multiple managers working together out of an office, and being able to go to a fun space where you're all running your own businesses, your own offices. It's really, really fun. And that way you're not lonely by yourself in your parents' basement. All right. So working virtually is pretty fun, especially who knows how long this COVID thing's happening for. We don't know. And even after this, most of the job we found out is better virtually. Like I've said in the past, and I heard in a podcast recently that our job is transition to virtually based, but physically enhanced. So we can do some group events together, or get together as a team once a month, or meet in person if they're local for a PC. That's great. But being able to work virtually is really fun. And I hope the messages in the chat, I can't see them. So if there are questions for me, let me know. I don't know if they're just hot news or what, but that's that. Next is you learn how to run a business, right? So you run your own business. You recruit a team. You're placing job ads. You're recruiting. You're marketing. You're learning how to social media recruit. You're learning how to personal team build. You're learning how to build a business from scratch. And a startup is pretty fun to be a part of. So you learn how to run a business. You also make a difference in people's lives, right? How many of you have been impacted by your manager, right? In a positive way. So understanding that you can be that for other people. And not that us managers are anything like that special. We are pretty awesome, but you can make a difference for others. And what's so cool to think about is your manager, or you as a branch manager, is most likely one of the most positive people in that person's life. Think about even their parents, their teachers, their friends, their coworkers, right? Usually their Cutco manager is one of the most positive influences in their life. And I think you guys would probably agree with that. Also, serving that community with jobs in Cutco. That community, wherever you're running an office, right? You could be running a virtual office, Nick, out in Ashland, Wisconsin. There has been an office there in a long time, right? But that community gets a chance to have the opportunity to buy Cutco. All those students out there who, like, in a little town in like the Upper Peninsula or in many parts of Wisconsin, it's like they have to drive an hour to the grocery store, or they're like, they don't even have stop signs in their community, right? Like, so you can serve that community with giving jobs to a lot of struggling students, especially in this COVID world right now. There's so many students who are going to be struggling this year, especially over winter break. They have no other option. And then over summer, you can serve them. You can make a difference in that community. A signing bonus. Not sure if you're aware of this, but branch managers get a $3,000 signing bonus. So not only do we want you to come to the table with your 5 to 10 grand saved for cash and confidence, but hey, here you go. Other companies, other franchises, you have to pay hundreds of thousands, sometimes $1 million to get the rights to run a business within that franchise. We pay you, right? Signing bonus. So it's also cool as you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're independent. You can kind of do what you want. We have a guide for you, but it's not by yourself, but you're an independent business owner within the realms of the Vector atmosphere. Sell at 50%. This is what's so cool. You guys know you have to sell 150,000 to get the bonuses to sell at 50%. Well, in July, August, and September, you're making 50% straight. It doesn't matter your sales. You could be at 30,000, or, Katie, you could be at 40,000, even, let's say, after this winter break. Anyway, like, you could be at your level of sales and still making a straight 50%, which is huge. A lot of you have sold $10,000 in a push period before. And we have people sell $10,000 in their fast start. So if you can sell $10,000 in 2 to 3 weeks, how about 2 to 3 months? Making straight half. It doesn't even matter what your branch does. Your branch could sell nothing. And you got a $3,000 signing bonus. You go and sell at 50%. You go and sell 10,000 in 3 months and make $5,000. Now, that's not what we want you to do. And that's not typical, but that is a nice option that no matter what happened, you can go and sell it straight 50% when you probably were, as an assistant, anyway, going to go and sell a ton for that C2 push. All right, profitability. Oh my gosh. So here's some stats that came out recently that I'll share with you here in just a moment, but the profitability is ridiculous this year, especially in a virtual world. All right, my branch summer. So I branched back in 2008 in La Crosse, or 2007 in La Crosse. And that summer, as a student, I earned $12,000 that summer. And man, if I were virtual, I would have probably double or triple that. And now in the world we live in and the branch opportunity, it is a signature experience, which I'll show you in the next slide here. But we're looking for branch managers. This division needs more branch managers. So we're looking for people to step up and run their own business this coming summer. So check this out. Here's an email that came out from the Vector presidents, and I'll just read it here. But Adam Stock, founder of president of Rising Stock, has provided us profit loss data for branch managers. His excellent team worked with 207 branch members of the class. That's most, it's not all, but check this out. 136 of them, so I don't know what percentage that is that 60, 70% of them profited $5,000, which is more than most students make in the summer. So you think about that. I made like $2,000 at Culver's. Think about making $5,000 to run your own business. 90 profited $10,000, 61 profited over $15,000, and 25 of them profited, including all of the branches in our division, profited over $25,000 for the summer campaign. Look at those top three again. These are the top three. This is the top 1%, but they were all running the same business. Profited $45,000, $55,000, and $72,000. How crazy! As a student in the summer, are you kidding me? That's crazy. You can see, full disclosure at the bottom here, 8 weren't profitable. But you can see there, 8 too many. But you guys can see that most of the students running a branch office profited $5,000 plus. And by the way, this is profited. So it means after all your quote unquote business expenses, the things you're still getting, right? So a new branch manager, maybe they upgrade and bought a new laptop they didn't really need, but they bought a new $2,000 MacBook, maybe, their phone or their new cell phone, all their cool upgrades for their virtual office that again are kind of fun to have. Anything you spent on business or conferences or personal growth, a lot of things that, trips that are fun that we kind of want anyway to count as a business expense are also goes into that profit. So they earned way more than this, but they profited according to their profit loss statements this amount. So you can see there at the bottom, we all know that the income earned as a branch manager, while a meaningful statistic, is not the most valuable aspect of the branch experience. It's the leadership chops that every single one of our people acquire by accepting the challenge that shines brighter than any money earned. That's pretty cool. That's super cool. So that's why we're looking for branch managers. That's why we're looking for leaders. That's why we have Leadership Academy, because we are developing the future of this division. And I'm looking for people. I want to help a ton of people earn 10 to 25,000 plus this summer as a student. And even next summer, maybe you're called in to be a leadership position in a district office this summer to even set you up for the next summer as well. So that's why I'm looking for leaders as a branch manager. So there's that. So what are your guys' thoughts on